Good evening, everyone. Virgo, I just pulled your energy and I need to tell you something. I need to tell you about what I saw because it moved me to actual tears. Happy tears, grateful tears, the kind of tears that come when you witness something so beautiful, so deserved, so perfectly orchestrated that it restores your faith in divine timing. What came through for you today is a complete life transformation, not incremental improvement, not small steps forward, a total comprehensive shift in your physical reality, your financial reality, and your emotional reality that's going to leave you absolutely stunned at how different your life looks 6 months from now. And here's what I need you to understand right from the beginning. You don't even realize how happy you're going to be. You think you want these things. You think you know what it'll feel like when they arrive, but you have no idea. You cannot possibly comprehend from where you're sitting right now in the life you're currently living how profoundly different it feels to wake up in a home that's actually yours, to check your bank account without anxiety, to go through your day without that constant low-level stress about whether you can afford to exist. You think you know what relief feels like, what peace feels like, what stability feels like, but you don't. Not yet. And when it arrives, when all of this lands in your reality, you're going to understand what I mean. So get comfortable, make some tea, light a candle if that's your thing, because what I'm about to walk you through is the blueprint of your next chapter. The detailed, specific, absolutely going to happen map of how your life transforms from survival mode to thriving mode, from barely making it to actually building something, from feeling trapped to feeling free. This is not wishful thinking. This is not manifestation fantasy. This is what's already forming in the unseen realms, already making its way toward you, already being prepared by forces you can't see, but that are working tirelessly on your behalf. Let me tell you what revealed itself first in your reading. The very first energy that came blazing through, what's pulsating across the spiritual frequencies, is home energy. Real, solid, permanent home energy. And I don't just mean a place you live, I mean a place that's yours. A place where you can paint the walls without asking permission. A place where you can hang pictures and know they're staying up. A place where no landlord can tell you what to do. A place where you're not throwing money away on rent. A place that's building equity, building value, building your future. For some of you, this is your first home purchase. And I'm seeing the whole journey. I'm seeing you going through the process that right now seems impossible. You're thinking, I can't afford a down payment. My credit isn't good enough. The market is too expensive. Home ownership is for other people, not for people like me. And I'm watching the universe systematically dismantle every one of those obstacles. I'm watching money appear for your down payment from sources you're not currently tracking, an inheritance you didn't know was coming, a bonus, a tax return that's bigger than expected, a gift from family who wants to help, multiple smaller amounts that add up to exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. I'm seeing your credit situation resolving. Maybe you're working on it now and it's improving faster than projected. Maybe there's a debt that gets forgiven or settled. Maybe there's an error on your report that gets corrected and suddenly your score jumps. Whatever the mechanism, the financial barriers that are currently blocking you from homeownership are about to dissolve. Not eventually, soon, within the next several months. By this time next year, you're going to be in a completely different position than you are right now. And the home itself, oh, the home itself is going to be perfect for you. I'm not seeing a massive mansion. I'm not seeing luxury that's beyond your means. I'm seeing a place that fits, that feels right, that's in your budget, but that has everything you actually need. Space for you to live, space for you to work if you work from home, space for people you love to visit, natural light, a kitchen where you can actually cook, a bedroom that feels like sanctuary, maybe a small outdoor space, a balcony, a yard, something that connects you to the outside world. And here's what I'm seeing about the feeling of this place, the energy it holds. It's going to feel like exhaling after holding your breath for years. You're going to walk in after the closing, after you get the keys, after it's officially yours, and you're going to stand in the middle of the main room and just feel it, the weight lifting, the security settling in, the knowing that this is yours and no one can take it from you, that you did this, that you created this, that despite every obstacle and every moment you thought it was impossible, you made it happen. You're going to cry that first night. I'm seeing you sitting on the floor, maybe boxes around you, maybe not even fully moved in yet, and just crying. Not sad tears, grateful tears, overwhelmed tears. I can't believe this is real tears, because for so long, home ownership seemed like a fantasy, seemed like something other people got to have. Seemed like a dream so far away that you stopped letting yourself want it, because wanting things you can't have hurts too much, but you're going to have it. You're going to be sitting in your own home, on your own floor, holding your own keys, knowing that everything you went through to get here was worth it. For others of you, this isn't a purchase, it's a move. A significant upgrade in your living situation. Maybe you're moving from a cramped apartment to a bigger one, from a bad neighborhood to a safe one, from a place that drains your energy to a place that restores it, from living with family or roommates to living alone, from a place that's just functional to a place that actually feels like home. The shift in your physical environment is going to be so dramatic that it changes how you feel every single day. Because environment matters. It matters more than we often acknowledge. The space you wake up in sets the tone for your entire day. The place you come home to after work either replenishes you or depletes you further. And you've been living in depletion for too long, in spaces that were fine but not good, tolerable but not nurturing, functional but not beautiful, and that's about to change. You're about to live somewhere that actively supports your well-being, that makes you happier just by being in it. The second major layer revealing itself is about money. More money, consistent money, stable money. And what's streaming through the financial frequencies is not just a temporary bump. This is sustained increase in your income level. This is your financial baseline shifting permanently upward. The amount you earn monthly, annually, is about to increase in ways that create actual breathing room, actual savings, actual ability to do things beyond just surviving. I'm seeing a new job for many of you. Not just any job, a better job. A job that pays what you're actually worth instead of what you've been settling for. A job where your skills are valued, where your contributions are recognized, where the compensation package actually reflects the value you bring. And this job is coming to you. You're not going to have to search desperately. You're not going to have to apply to hundreds of positions and get rejected over and over. This is going to come through a connection, through someone who knows someone, through being in the right place at the right time, through the universe orchestrating an introduction that changes your financial trajectory. Or if you're self employed or building a business, I'm seeing your income stabilizing and growing. Those inconsistent months where you barely made it, those are ending. You're about to hit a rhythm where clients are consistent, where projects are flowing, where the money coming in is predictable enough that you can actually plan, can actually budget, can actually save, instead of just scrambling month to month, wondering if you're going to make it. And here's what's beautiful about this financial shift. It's not just the number getting bigger, it's the anxiety getting smaller. It's the mental and emotional energy you've been spending on financial stress becoming available for other things, for creativity, for rest, for joy, for actually living instead of just surviving. You're going to go from checking your bank account with dread to checking it with calm, from declining invitations because you can't afford them to saying yes because you can, from living in scarcity mindset to operating from abundance reality. The third layer showing itself is about stability. And I need to talk about what stability actually means, because it's more than just money in the bank. Stability is knowing that if something breaks, you can fix it without going into crisis mode. Stability is having an emergency fund that actually covers emergencies. Stability is not having to choose between paying rent and buying groceries. Stability is knowing that if you get sick, if your car needs repair, if something unexpected happens, you're going to be okay. You have the resources to handle it without everything falling apart. And this is what you've been missing for so long. You've been living on the edge, on the knife's edge, where one unexpected expense could destroy you, where you're always one crisis away from catastrophe, where you can't relax because relaxing feels dangerous when your situation is that precarious and your nervous system has been on high alert for so long that you've forgotten what it feels like to truly rest, to actually feel safe, to know that you're going to be okay, not just today, but next month and next year. That's what's coming for you. That stability, that safety, that deep cellular knowing that you're okay, that you've got this, that the ground beneath you is solid. And when that arrives, when you're finally living in that stability, you're going to realize how much energy you've been spending on survival, how much of your mental bandwidth has been consumed by financial stress. And all that energy, all that mental space, it's going to become available for other things, for dreams, for creativity, for relationships, for actually enjoying your life instead of just trying to get through it. The fourth energy coming through is about timeline. When is all of this actually happening? And what's pulsating through the temporal frequencies is movement already in progress. For the home situation, I'm seeing 6 to 12 months. You're either already in the process of making this happen, already talking about it, already researching, already saving, or you're about to start. The conversations are starting soon. The opportunities are appearing soon. And within a year, you're going to be in that new space, in that home, in that upgraded living situation that changes everything. For the money situation, the shift is happening now. If you're job searching, the right opportunity is appearing in the next 1 to 3 months. If you're in a job, a raise or promotion or new position is coming this year. If you're self-employed, the clients and projects that stabilize your income are showing up in the next several months. This is not distant future. This is immediate future. This is you need to start preparing now, future. And the stability, the real deep stability that builds over the next year as the money stabilizes and the home situation resolves. By this time next year, you're going to be living a completely different life. You're going to look back at where you are right now and barely recognize this version of yourself. The struggling version, the stressed version, the just barely making it version, because that's not going to be your reality anymore. That's going to be your past. Your story of where you came from, not where you are. The fifth layer, revealing itself, is about how this happens. The mechanism, the process. And what's illuminating is that this isn't going to require you to do anything dramatically different from what you're already doing. You're not going to have to completely reinvent yourself. You're not going to have to learn entirely new skills. You're not going to have to become someone else. What's going to happen is that the work you've already been doing, the seeds you've already been planting, the consistency you've already been showing, all of that is about to pay off. I'm seeing recognition coming. Someone noticing what you've been building quietly. Someone seeing your value when others overlooked it. Someone in a position to actually do something about it, deciding to invest in you, to hire you, to promote you, to partner with you, to give you the opportunity you've been ready for, but that hasn't been offered yet. And that recognition, that seeing, that's the catalyst. That's what opens the door. That's what starts the cascade of good things that leads to the home and the money and the stability. But you have a role in this too. And your role is to stay ready, to keep doing the work, to not give up right before the breakthrough. I'm seeing some of you feeling exhausted right now, feeling like maybe it's never going to happen. Like maybe you should stop trying so hard. Like maybe this level of stability and security just isn't meant for you. And I need you to hear this clearly. You're so close. You're right at the edge of everything changing. And if you give up now, if you stop now, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss the harvest that's about to come from all the seeds you planted when it was hard and you were tired and you didn't see results yet. The sixth energy showing itself is about the emotional transformation that comes with this. How you're going to feel, how your life is going to feel. And this is where the you don't even realize how happy you'll be part comes in. Because right now, from where you're sitting, you think you know what it'll be like. You think you can imagine the relief, the peace, the joy, but you can't. You literally cannot comprehend it until you're living it. You're going to wake up in your new home on a random Tuesday morning. Sun coming through the windows, no alarm blaring because you've finally created a life where you can sleep properly, and you're going to lie there for a moment in that space between sleep and wake. And you're going to feel it, this deep, bone level contentment, this sense of, I'm okay. I'm actually okay. Everything is okay. And it's going to wash over you like a wave. And you might cry, you might laugh, you might just lie there grinning like an idiot because you can't believe this is your actual life now. You're going to check your bank account, and instead of that spike of anxiety, instead of that dread, you're going to feel calm. You're going to see the balance and think, okay, I'm good. Bills are covered. Savings is growing. I'm actually doing this. And that calm, that absence of panic is going to feel like a miracle because you've lived with financial anxiety for so long that you forgot what it's like to exist without it. And now it's just gone, replaced by security, by stability, by actual, real, tangible abundance. You're going to say yes to things you've been saying no to. Dinner with friends, a weekend trip, a class you want to take, something small that you want that isn't a necessity, and you're going to say yes without that calculation, without mentally going through your budget to see if you can afford it, without the guilt, without the stress. You're just going to say yes because you want to and you can. And that freedom, that ability to choose based on desire instead of scarcity, is going to feel revolutionary. The seventh layer coming through is about relationships and how this transformation affects them. And what's revealing itself is interesting. Some relationships are going to get stronger. The people who've been with you through the struggle, who've seen you at your lowest, who've supported you when you had nothing to give back, those relationships are going to deepen because they're going to see you win. They're going to see you succeed. They're going to watch you go from barely making it to actually thriving, and they're going to be genuinely happy for you. And your success is going to feel like their success too because they were part of the journey. But some relationships are going to strain. Some people are going to be uncomfortable with your new stability, with your new abundance, with your new happiness. Not because they're bad people necessarily, but because your transformation highlights their stagnation. Your progress makes them look at their own lives and feel inadequate. And instead of being inspired to make changes, they're going to try to pull you back down through criticism, through subtle undermining, through you've changed accusations that are really you're making me uncomfortable with my own choices, confessions. And you're going to have to make choices about those relationships. You're going to have to decide whether you're willing to shrink yourself to make them comfortable, whether you're willing to downplay your success to manage their insecurity. And I'm here to tell you the answer. The answer is no. You're not going to do that. You've worked too hard. You've sacrificed too much. You've earned this happiness, this stability, this abundance, and you're not going to diminish it for anyone. The people who can't celebrate with you don't get to stay in close proximity to you. That's not cruelty. That's self-preservation. That's honoring your journey by only keeping people who honor it too. The eighth layer revealing itself is about legacy, about what this means beyond just you. Because when you buy a home, when you create financial stability, when you build something solid, you're not just changing your life. You're changing what's possible for everyone who comes after you. If you have children or plan to have children, you're creating a foundation they won't have to build from scratch. You're giving them a starting point that's higher than yours was. You're breaking cycles of financial instability that might have run in your family for generations. If you have younger siblings, cousins, friends who look up to you, you're showing them what's possible. You're being the example. You're proving that people like us, people from backgrounds like ours, people who started where we started, can make it, can build something, can create stability and security and abundance. Your success isn't just personal, it's communal, it's ancestral. It's proof that the cycles can be broken, that the patterns can be changed, that different is possible. And your ancestors, the ones who struggled so you could be here, they're celebrating. They're watching you about to achieve what they dreamed of but couldn't access, the stability, the security, the home, the peace, and they're proud, so proud, because their sacrifices, their struggles, their survival, it led to you, it created you, and you're about to honor all of that by actually making it, by actually building the life they wanted for you but couldn't give you. You're the fulfillment of their prayers, the answer to their hopes. And when you close on that home, when you deposit that bigger paycheck, when you finally exhale into stability, they're exhaling with you. Let me tell you what you need to take away from this reading. The core message that you need to carry with you. First, this is real. This is not fantasy. This is not false hope. This is actual, tangible, about to manifest in your physical reality transformation. The home is coming, the money is coming, the stability is coming, and it's coming soon. Within the next year, your life is going to look completely different, unrecognizably different, better different, so much better you won't believe it different. Second, you deserve this. Every bit of it. You're not lucky. You're not getting something you haven't earned. You've worked for this. You've sacrificed for this. You've endured for this. You've kept going when giving up would have been easier. You've maintained hope when circumstances gave you every reason to despair. You've done the work, internal and external. And now you get the harvest. Now you get the reward. Now you get to actually enjoy the fruits of all that labor. Third, your happiness is going to exceed your expectations. You think you know what it'll feel like, but you don't. You can't, because you've never experienced this level of security before, this level of stability, this level of everything is actually okay and I don't have to be afraid. And when it lands, when you're living it, it's going to be so much better than you imagined, so much more peaceful, so much more freeing, so much more joyful. Fourth, protect this transformation. When it starts happening, and it will, protect it fiercely. Don't let other people's jealousy make you feel guilty for succeeding. Don't let their discomfort make you shrink. Don't let anyone convince you that wanting stability and abundance is selfish or materialistic or unspiritual. Your well-being matters. Your security matters. Your happiness matters. And anyone who suggests otherwise doesn't get to influence your choices. And fifth, trust the timing. It's happening now. The wheels are in motion, the pieces are moving, the opportunities are forming. You might not see all of it yet. You might not understand how all the pieces fit together, but they do. They are. And very soon you're going to see the whole picture. You're going to watch everything click into place, and you're going to understand why it had to happen this way. Why the timing had to be this timing. Why the wait was necessary for the arrival to be perfect. Here's what you need to do right now. Practical action steps to prepare for and receive what's coming. First, if home ownership is on your radar, start preparing now. Check your credit. Start saving even small amounts for a down payment. Research programs for first-time home buyers. Talk to a mortgage broker even if you don't think you're ready. Get the information. Understand the process, because when the opportunity comes, and it will, you want to be ready to move on it. Second, clean up your financial life. Look at your spending. Look at your debts. Make a budget if you don't have one. Start tracking your money even if there's not much to track right now. Build the habits now that will serve you when the increase comes, because more money without better habits just means more money mismanaged. Prepare yourself to be a good steward of the abundance that's coming. Third, practice gratitude for what you have right now. Not as toxic positivity, not as pretending everything's fine when it's not, but as genuine appreciation for the things that are working, for the roof over your head, even if it's not your dream home, for the income you have, even if it's not enough, for the fact that you're still here, still trying, still hoping. Gratitude for what is creates magnetic attraction for what's coming. Fourth, visualize the life that's coming. Spend time imagining yourself in that new home. walking through the rooms, waking up there, hosting people you love there. Feel the feelings of security and peace and happiness, not as manifestation technique, as preparation. Your subconscious needs to get comfortable with the idea of you having these things, so when they arrive, you don't unconsciously sabotage them because they feel too good to be true. And fifth, stay ready. Keep doing the work, keep showing up, keep being consistent, keep developing your skills, keep building your network, keep being the kind of person who deserves what's coming. Because opportunities favor the prepared, and you're being prepared right now, through every hard day, through every moment you kept going, through every time you chose hope over despair. You're being prepared, and soon, very soon, the opportunity arrives, and you're going to be ready for it. You're about to have a new home, more money, real stability, and happiness that exceeds anything you currently imagine possible. This is not a maybe. This is not a if you do everything perfectly and get lucky. This is happening. This is the universe, your guides, your ancestors, the entire cosmos, aligning to deliver to you what you've been working toward, praying for, desperately needing. And when it all lands, when you're living in that new space, depositing those bigger paychecks, waking up without financial anxiety, you're going to remember this reading. You're going to remember that you knew, that something in you recognized the truth of this message before the evidence arrived, that you had faith even when circumstances hadn't shifted yet. And that faith, that trust, that willingness to believe in what you couldn't yet see, that's part of what made it possible. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying in the fight even when it got hard. Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for believing that better was possible even when your current reality tried to convince you otherwise. You did that. You stayed. And now you get to receive the reward for staying. If this reading resonated, leave a comment below. Tell me I'm ready for my new home. Tell me I'm ready for stability. Tell me I'm ready to be happy. Let the universe know you heard the message. Let your guides know you're listening. Let yourself know that you believe it's possible. Like and subscribe for more messages like this. Share this with someone who needs to hear that their struggle is ending and their stability is beginning. And take such good care of yourself. Your new life is waiting. Your new home is waiting. Your happiness is waiting. And it's all coming so soon. You are so deeply loved. You are so worthy. You are so ready. And everything is about to change for the better. I'll see you in the next reading. Goodbye for now.